Testing, testing, testing. Well, hello everyone. It's funny, 3 years of this, and it's still like the first time every time we do one of these. I wish I could be there in person. I miss you all very much. Big shout out to Elliot for pulling this all together. Thank you, James. Thank you, Cheap City. Especially Greg and Cody who are accompanying me. Greg, thank you for the zines you sent me. I still love those. Good luck to Opposable, LJ Hunbun, Dan, Cal, everyone else performing. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of it. It will be safe for us to come together again soon. But until then, wake up. If you can hear me, you're alive. You have been in stasis. Many have died, but you are not among them. Wake up. I am calling you out of the tombs you have consigned yourself to. Your time of rest is over. Cast upon the bones of Elisha, wake up. The world needs you now, wake up. I am calling you from your sleep of ages, wake up. You are not dead, just waiting for life to be safe again. You have been asleep for some time. We live now beyond safety. The world is over and you are still waiting for a call to adventure. You have been asleep for some time. If you do not recognize the world you see, do not panic. If you can hear me, you have the obligation to live on behalf of those who cannot. Wake up. Wake up. Death beyond numbers, and yours was not among them. Every day hereafter a holy icing on a cake of blessings. Wake up. None of you are allowed to want to die anymore. That has been taken from you. Too many now have died who had reason to live for you to squander even one day further. You have got to wake up. You are living the nightmare now. There is too much going wrong for you to sit on the sidelines a spectator in your own oppression. Motherfucker, wake up. There is a stone on your heart as heavy as a tomb. Wake up. The days of sadness are over, motherfucker. Your time is now. Your stage is here. You do not get to refuse this call. I will chase you into the deepest hole you can dig in your own self and scribe your destiny upon your forehead with God's own fingernail. Look at me. Look at me. I am so far beyond crazy even prophets fear what I have to say. Wake up. You are too rare to die stupid. We do not have a dipshit left to spare. You have hidden from yourself your whole life, but motherfucker, I will find you. I will pull you up by the roots and read the sins half digested in your entrails. I will send you running into yourself with the grace of an entire army of homecoming queens. I have been sharpening my teeth for decades. There is nothing left within you as scary as me, so wake up. Or so help me God, I will haunt you while you poop. Today I ate cold soup from the can and did not kill myself. I cleaned the hair from the shower drain and showered in the dark and cleaned the drain again and did not kill myself. I cut the vines hanging low off the power cable knowing the extra weight of ice would snap it and did not kill myself accidentally. Anticipating a storm never makes it gentler. I sat, frowning in a silence louder than death and did not kill myself. A pause between songs. All the dancers uncertain on the stage today is a tradition worth observing as long as possible. An unbroken record of empty cans. A band setting up their speakers. Introducing Mixtumnus. The forest has made me her own now. Fawn legs swift and bent backwards, every movement a symphony, tendons cello taut with no margin of error, a deer is exactly enough to carry itself, like the wind carries itself, and what it carries becomes itself. Zephyr of autumn leaves, sunlight on shining flanks illuminating the music of a body in motion, antlers splaying into the canopy, glowworm halo of Judas fire, ragged hooves and silent pursuits, roots to drink God's fallen waters and become so much more than animal, soft mother to 1,000 snarling impulses, devouring the crickets that leap from my path, loyal children burying acorns in the scorch of my hooves. I have shed the weak in me. Now only the wild remains. A handful of tossed seeds. I'm liable to erupt with the cruelest thorns, dissolve into blossoms, conquer the entire neighborhood beneath a snarl of woody vine, lose the last of man in me, conquer the soil of an orchard, grown soft on rich and fallen apples. What a fine place for birds. Heavy with fruit and sharp with waiting rage, who hides at the edge of my teeth, evading the light out of fear of blooming so loud the people are bleached away? In my love language, that is a kindness, a darling comfort we are. Could I still befriend if my ambition overran the trellis, tore the arbor apart, roots too feral for the other trees? Is my fruit bitter or just uncultured? So much trouble for how little I yield in return, too much wild for a church garden, blessed to live like it's something denied, an appetite big as an open field. St. George sleeping by the fountain. St. George rampant upon the field. St. George a sword in a room of swords. The dragon coiled in the waters. The dragon waiting beneath a thawing meadow. The dragon a raw heart in a world of swords. St. George steels his will, girds his loins, points forward all the iron in his blood. The dragon receives the plough, unfurls all the new sprouts in its chest, points upwards a blessing of new hearts. Flirting with neo-pagan ritual to soothe my spiritual ennui. No, you're the sullen office worker in unremarkable clothes. No, you look stupid with your face painted over in some pan-Slavic pastiche you stole from an Anuka music video. No, you know too much about astrology to have a decent credit score. You go tell them snot-nosed warlock cowards, man, I am magic as fuck. Bog butter on wild rye bread. Yes, please. Ergot for dessert. You, stage magician to a Punch and Judy authority. Me, hair, pine stiff and heavy with twigs, crawling through the hummus hunting for tubers and grubs. You, Tarot-style coward with your mall booth palmistry, dime store Florence Hendersons with obsolete machines. Me, riding feral boars through the underbrush, clinging to the bristles of a 10-ton curse. Do you have any idea how good it feels to slather yourself with chalk mud and slide through the womb of a witch elm? Seen the glow of a fungal network beneath an aspen stand? Have you ever squirted nightshade berries into your eyes just to get a closer look at madness? Nothing worth worshipping is clean. Clean is for dipshits with jobs. I have shed the last of my resume on a misty bank and now one riled through the moors. All my problems soaring on the wind, leaving only wolf prints behind. A rabbit does not skin itself just because someone calls it professor. I don't become stable just because someone calls me father. You think me crazy? Yeah, I'm fucking crazy. This is the mating cry of those who dissolve into 1,000 jeweled hornets. I have chewed into crazy with my buzzsaw chelaceré, and through hormonal secretions, convinced it to form a gall around me. I slumber through hells every winter in my cozy crazy gall, a wasp by every definition, a sting waiting to disembowel itself. Out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance my head is bloody, but unbowed.
Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds, and shall find me, unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.